Hey guys, Brian Chris White here. I wanted to do a quick video about an interaction, a neat interaction between a couple of mods, namely XYCraft and Equivalent Exchange and I guess Buildcraft. We can see here in the background my quarry running. And as a matter of fact, give me 1 second. Alright, sorry about that. I had a bit of a memory leak there, so I had to restart my world. But as we can see here, my quarry is running in the background, and we're getting a lot of this red cobblestone. This was actually what I consider to be a very terrible kind of terrain because of the red cobblestone, but after I found out the pretty much only thing that it's useful for, I actually kind of enjoyed mining it and might in fact continue to replace my quarry just to get this stuff, because what it's useful for, as you can see over here, I have my my relay, excuse me, where my quarry is ejecting into, and then I've got a filter over here that just grabs red cobblestone whenever it comes in. Then I'm just voiding everything else because I don't need all the other junk. But what it's really super useful for is this first recipe here, where we can actually give it 3 buckets of water and make clay out of it. And then that recipe, with the clay, then we can make our clay blocks, and then with the use of our minium stone, we can actually turn these clay blocks into iron, which is really awesome. So I wanted to get a video out about this. I'm not sure if anybody else is doing this yet, but as you can see, it's actually it's getting us quite a bit of iron here. So I wanted to kind of share that, and this is actually these 2-ish, not quite 2.5 stacks of iron is just from this quarry running for, say, the last 10 minutes or so. So it's definitely really fast. And the way that I'm doing this is with the XYCraft fabricators and 3 XYCraft tanks. So the only thing that you're not able to see here is the item IO blocks that are actually next to this fabricator. So on either side of the fabricator and below it, there's an item IO block that allows us to get the bucket in and out of the tanks. And if we watch, doesn't look like we're going to get any more red cobblestone for the near future from the quarry, but we can kind of manually aid this process. So if we watch the tank, I'm going to jump over here and I'm just going to drop some red cobblestone in the relay, and then we'll see it hit the fabricator. And when it does, you're going to watch this water drain out, and this bucket's going to bounce back and forth really quickly. Okay, or actually, maybe not. There wasn't even enough time to get the bucket going. That's interesting. Oh wait, there it is. Sorry, that was my bad. Yeah, I guess it was just a little slow, but oh, I tell you what happened was I put it in like third, and yeah, see that relay can't even output as fast as stuff's coming in. That's crazy. You gotta love these redstone energy cells. They're fantastic. But yes, so what happened there was the water drained out, and actually the water was draining out on all 3 of these tanks because the way the item IO blocks work is they allow you to either interact with the input of the tanks or the output of the tanks, or both. And so the mode that the item IO blocks are in right now, it allows us to do both. And what that means is we can just drop a bucket in here, and it'll constantly either fill or empty, depending on what our item IO is trying to do. And in this case, our item IO is interacting with our fabricator, which is saying, hey, I need 3 water buckets. And since the fabricator can retrieve items from nearby inventories, it's seeing those item IO, and it's going, oh, I have water buckets. So with 3 item IOs touching this thing, we have 3 water buckets available. And anytime a piece of red cobblestone comes in, we get ourselves 4 clay. And then again, this next fabricator, having access to the previous fabricator's inventory, goes ahead and crafts this clay blocks, and then this one grabs the clay blocks out of the other fabricator and makes iron ingots. So pretty neat kind of setup here. Like I said, I wanted to just show it really quickly. And there is one small problem with this technique, though. I don't know if it's technically a bug or what exactly the deal is. Looks like we're not due for more red cobblestone here in a little bit. But let me get a stack or so, and maybe even wait for the quarry ahead to get over there, because I do want to show you this minor issue with this technique. So let me come right back. Okay, guys, I'm back here. So basically, the only problem, like I said, with this is that it seems like the fabricator crafts, I think, one block every tick. I'm pretty sure that's how it works. And it's really nice because basically it'll just sit here and wait for items to come in. So, for example, we have enough iron to make a iron block here. So let me just take 8. Let me put 8 in there. We can put these back in. That's not going to hurt anything. But with 8 iron blocks, or iron ingots in there, excuse me, we don't have enough to craft a block. But as soon as one of them pops in, okay, my scroll is not working, but basically you'll see as soon as the items are available, you know, we'll be able to go ahead and craft. So it's really handy that it kind of sits there and waits. But unfortunately, it seems that it doesn't constantly check to see if like the water buckets are available. So maybe it's an item IO thing, or maybe it's a tank thing. I'm not sure, but for example, the amount of water that we have should be enough to craft a stack, plus a little more. So I hope I have enough red cobblestone. But let me throw all I have in here, and maybe we'll see what I'm talking about. So it's crafting that whole stack, and then yeah, we still have plenty of water. So let me get some more red cobblestone and do that again. And as a matter of fact, I'm going to sleep tonight because I don't want these crazy creepers sneaking up on me and blowing up my XYCraft tanks and my quarry and stuff. So I will be right back. Okay, here we are. It's time to try again. Hopefully, I said that I could drain these tanks, and that would create the right conditions, or we can just hope that we have enough. So if I throw too much red cobblestone at this thing at one time, eventually the tanks are going to get empty, see, and there's going to be some left over. But it seems like the fabricator or the item IO, maybe the item IO isn't presenting it properly, or the fabricator's not checking the item IO like it is its own inventory. I'm not sure. But even though there's now enough water available to craft these things again, it's not go ahead and crafting. Like it has to either receive a new block. So if we just put anything in there, it's going to go ahead and update. Or if we took some out, basically any kind of change to the inventory kind of triggers it to check again, I guess. So yeah, so maybe it's just the combination of lack of fabricator not checking unless there's been a change, or the item IO not telling the fabricator to check because its adjacent inventory has changed. I'm not really sure. So just the only caveat to that. But other than that, it's a pretty awesome solution because like iron from cobblestone or red cobblestone, it's a pretty good deal. So just something to share with you guys, and hope you've enjoyed it. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.